Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Welcome to the Shift Show. My name is James Quine, and this is my brother
Robbie. I'm a perceptual shifter, and you almost said shit show. I heard it.
I did not say
I am
shit
calling
show.
it.
That is in your mind because we were talking about that earlier today. The shit show. We actually sang a song, the shit show.
Right.
But this is not the shit show.
No,
it is
it is
the
not.
Perceptual Shift Show.
Right.
I am a life lover and a perceptual shifter.
I am a life lover and also a perceptual shifter.
Did you like that I stole that from you?
Yes.
Yeah, that was nice, right?
No, it resonates. We're batting on the same team, people.
You didn't even mention what you're drinking. I completely messed you up this morning, didn't I?
No, not really. It's not that interesting. It's my sludgy black coffee, which matches my extremely fabulous
Woo! Can I touch?
Hollywood
look at those
cowboy.
Fringies, baby.
I am a glam cowboy. I am also honoring my inner Nashvilleian persona.
Okay, there we go. That's an actual
Right.
noun. Okay. So for the people who are just listening to the podcast and can't see you, can you describe the shirt, please?
Well, it's fabulous. That kind of sums it all up. It's a black cowboy shirt with a lot of hillbilly fringe on it, and it's rad.
Yeah, it's got like hundreds of these little
tassels.
fringes.
I can work at a strip club. My chi-chis are flopping all over.
I don't know. You might be a little bit old in the tooth for sure.
Yeah.
Although some of those in Reno actually have some oldies in there.
That's right. Geriatric strip house. The Mustang Ranch?
Yes. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. That's
come on,
not what this show is about. It's not a shit show. It's the shift show.
Right.
And the show is about perceptually shifting so that you can manifest abundance and love your life.
That's right.
And there is a book that I wrote that really talks a lot about that.
Yes.
And that's what this show is about. It's really talking about the things inside of the book.
Right.
The ideas, the exercises, the words, and the energy that is embodied in the book that I wrote so that you can really use some practical tools in your life to shift the way your life is right now.
You get a ding for that.
Thanks.
Well
I thought
said.
it was kind of like not that great. Really? Did you like it?
I did, but it's like the perceptual shift, it says it right there. Clearly and very straightforward.
It does, but I think you have to explain shifting from where to where.
Yeah, but it's not a woo-woo book.
If you were going to say you're shifting from something to something else, what would you describe this all about?
Shifting from being a Debbie Downer to someone who loves their life.
Yeah. Shifting
No ding for that?
There is a ding. I'm not used to dinging, but I'm going to ding you.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
You like that? A lot of dings.
I got showered in dings.
Okay. All right. I'll hold on to this. So in case you say something good, I'll ding you again.
Every once in a while I do.
It's also about shifting from the perception of lack.
Yes.
To the perception of
abundance.
That's right. Seeing your life, your experience, your humanity as an incredible gift.
Yes.
And the idea that you've been showered with thousands, if not millions of gifts in this lifetime.
Right.
And that type of thinking opens the door for millions and millions of more gifts to come into your life.
Right.
Whereas what happens when our mind is all about lack? We don't have enough. We're never going to get. We didn't. That wasn't fair. What happens then?
I think that's a magnetic. It draws in more of that bad energy.
It does, and I believe that it closes the blinds.
Yes.
For the sunlight of the spirit to no longer get in.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Which is a real bummer.
Yeah, and it's an interesting analogy. It's like I don't want to be in the darkness.
Well, without light, you can't grow.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So hopefully this podcast...
You can grow some mold.
You can what?
Grow some mold.
Yo, that's true. Mold does grow in the dark.
Yeah, which I don't want.
It's very slippery.
Yeah.
In fact, quick little story before we actually get into the podcast.
Break out the bleach, baby.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you might want to start the timer because we're like 15 or 20 minutes into the show, and then we'll have no idea. This will be the longest show of our life.
Dropped the ball.
Anyway, I was over at my girlfriend's home in Kauai, and we went to take a jacuzzi, and I went out there, and I slipped. on some moldy moss.
Oh, wow.
It was dark.
Did you land on top of her?
I did not. I'll tell you what, though. I did exactly what you're not supposed to do and put your arm behind you to catch yourself.
Oh, no. You did like a weird
Which is exactly what I did on a skateboard about 10 years ago. And I ripped my supraspinatus.
Wow.
My labrum. I tore my bicep off of the bone.
Wow.
And the acromion just pierced right into my muscle.
So it was a chain reaction of sorts.
Yes. And I have surprisingly a high tolerance to pain.
Wow.
So it wasn't 6 weeks before I ended up seeing a doctor, and he said, you need to get in surgery in the next few days. Your whole thing is messed up. So I fell on the same exact shoulder.
Wow.
Did the same exact thing with the arm, which
with
you're
the
not
mold?
supposed to do, with the mold.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course I did like, oh, I'm fine. I was embarrassed. I'm fine. She goes, are you sure you're okay? Oh, no, I'm a big, strong man. I'm fine. Right. It actually hurt a little bit, to be honest.
Sure.
You know, if Courtney's listening right now, it did hurt a little, honey. I'm just going to say that, okay?
You were holding back the tears.
Yes, I was trying to be a manly man. But what I did do is I told her, tomorrow morning, we're going to Home Depot. And we're getting a power washer, and I'm washing all this mold and mildew off of all of this cement. Because if I fell, your daughter can fall, you can fall, her friends can fall. Yeah. You know. Anyway,
it's the metaphor of the mold is interesting, though.
It's very slippery. That stuff that grows in the dark, is very, very slippery.
Yes,
and it can slip you right back into a lot of pain and suffering.
Right.
So it is a great metaphor. So we hope that this show brings some sunlight of the spirit into your life. It helps you manifest abundance, helps you grow. Most importantly, helps you really love and appreciate your life.
Right.
If you want the book, you can get it on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, online. You don't have to get the book. You can just listen to the podcast. But when we uncover, discover, discard, and dig deeper, we grow a lot more. So I encourage you to get the book if you can. If you cannot afford the book,
Kindle version for a couple of pesos. It's a good deal. And
a couple of pesos is like 6 cents.
Oh, maybe more than that, but not
maybe
much.
A couple
more
of bucks.
That. Okay. Yeah. And it's grab a notebook because there's a lot of writing that there's questions in the book.
Yes.
And obviously the book works better if you go the extra mile and grab a pen. I know some people hate writing, but just grin and bear it. And write and heal. Yeah. There's so much healing in writing.
That's the dig deeper part.
Yes, it is the dig deeper part. And don't overthink it. Just write whatever comes out. You know, like just barf it out.
Exactly.
Barf out that mold.
Yeah. Great. Now we've got the mold. We've got the barf. Okay. Enough potty humor? Or you need some more?
Yeah, okay. I think we're good. And we also did this shit show.
Oh, yeah. So you got that in too. So we got trifecta. 3 potty things. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, sorry about that, Courtney. She does not like potty humor. Just giving you a heads up. Okay. And for anybody in the audience that doesn't like it, my apologies. Anybody that does like it, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, let's have a classy show here,
okay. Yes, especially with the fringe.
Yeah.
All right. So, couple final announcements before we get the show going. Mm-hmm. If you want a signed copy, hit me up. DM me on Instagram or TikTok at James M. for Michael Quine, Quine.
I am the proud owner of a signed copy from my brother, and it's got a high vibration. I love it.
Nice. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
All right. And on Saturdays, at least during the period of time that we're airing this show, we are doing a Perceptual Shift book study at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. The link to the Zoom meeting, if you want to join us, and anybody can join us, even if you don't have the book, I can send you the page we're working on, is in the description of this podcast. And if you would like the password to get in, because we do protect it for people, so we don't get crazies and weirdos coming on and just, flashing us or doing something, uncomfortable. If you want the password, just DM me again, James M. Quine, Instagram or TikTok. Those are our announcements.
Yeah.
The way that the show works is we do a little diddly, and then we open up the book. We do some reading. We answer some questions. We laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
We We don't cry. We don't cry too often.
No, but
because it's a life lover
once in a
show.
while we do have potty humor, but I'm trying to squelch it.
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah, we get interrupted a lot. That happens.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we do another little diddly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we close up the show. So, should we start our first?
Is it a bow diddly or just a regular diddly?
I think it's a regular diddly,
Okay.
dude. So before we diddle our guitars,
Right.
We're going to go ahead and put on these glasses, these perceptual shift
lenses.
glasses.
Yep.
Mine have little teardrops hanging down.
These are tools
from the clouds
to deepen the perceptual shift experience.
Yeah, and the idea behind these glasses isn't that I'm crying, but it really is that I'm releasing all of the tears from the pain and whatever that
the moldy teardrops.
that prevent me from loving my life.
Right.
I don't need to hold them in anymore.
I feel connected with my tassels and your.
Let me see you
your
shake.
rainbow.
Can you?
Yes.
Oh
Your
yeah. Yeah. You like
Love
that?
it. Yeah, your raindrops are.
All
fabulous.
right. Let me grab my axe. Okay.
Yes.
What are we going to sing today, by the way?
We're gonna sing the Perceptual Shift Serenade. It's our opening theme.
The opening intro
Yes.
serenade?
Yeah, and I feel strongly that we'll win a Grammy for this.
And
Because the songwriting is very powerful in this song.
Yeah, if you've been here before, it might sound familiar, but if you haven't, it's gonna blow you away.
Here we go. Now they're waiting with bated breath, so we can't leave them holding.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Shift Show. Ready for the mind flow. You're gonna see the world in a brand new way. We'll show you how to love life. Eliminate your strife. You'll manifest all that you desire. The Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa.
That was a good pull off at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like had a little strumming beat thing going. Did you see that too? Did you see like towards the end? I kind of.
I liked your little Hindu hand flow thing that you
like
did.
the
It's
hand
nice.
flow?
Yeah, I dug it.
Well, that was the thing when I said blow the first time.
Right.
I don't know if you noticed what my hand did. It blew, so I got confused because
my God.
the ending song we do like.
Right.
I hope you got your mind blown.
Oh, don't be a
Oh,
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Yeah, we do hope that you get your mind blown.
Yeah.
With this show, though.
Yeah, definitely. And get into the mind flow.
We appreciate your patience and tolerance as I screw up on the vocals of the song. But
man,
you know what's great
It's
about
so effing fun to
you know
screw
what's
up.
great? Number one, we get to laugh, which
Yeah.
is so fun, and it's
Yeah.
also a part of loving life.
A big part.
Right. And number two, laughing is contagious. So maybe some of our audience members laughed with us,
Yeah.
right? And number three,
And some of them rolled their eyes, and that's
Yeah,
okay too.
Yeah. And number three, it shows we are not perfect.
Oh,
We're gonna be
never gonna happen, dude.
We're gonna be making mistakes the rest
Forever.
of our life.
Eternal. Yeah.
Exactly.
We're like,
So, with that
make
part,
peace with it.
yeah, with that part of the show out of the way, the joking, the
Right.
rambling, the fringes, the whole thing,
Right.
all the mistakes.
Yeah.
We're going to get into the book. The
Let's get into
Perceptual
some of the meat and-
Shift.
meat
How to
and
love
potatoes,
How
yeah.
to love your life and manifest abundance.
Yeah.
Today, we are on page 63. We're still in the chapter Transforming Through Transitions.
Right.
And the idea behind this chapter, folks, is that we all are going to go through transitions in life.
Yeah.
Some will be more intense than others.
Over and over again.
And if you think about it, we're really in a transition every day we wake up.
I agree.
Constantly transitioning.
Yeah.
From 1 second to the next second.
Yeah, yeah.
Never know what's next.
It's kind of exciting.
And the idea is that those transformations, those transitions can be used as opportunities to transform, particularly when we experience transitions in a way that is contrary to our desires.
Right.
In other words, we have one idea of how the transition would work, and when it doesn't fulfill that expectation,
Yeah.
it gives us an opportunity for transformation, and that is perceptual shifting.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it pushes me a little outside my comfort zone, and that's okay.
Exactly. So it starts off by saying, reframing change as a positive force. So change is another word for transition.
Right.
Perspective reframing is a powerful tool for shifting our perspective on change. Instead of viewing it as a disruption, we can see it as an opportunity for growth and discovery. Here are some ways to reframe change. And I just want to be clear, there's no need to reframe change if we're digging it.
Right.
If we're feeling it, we're loving it,
Yeah.
we're happy, the change is great.
Soak
we're
it
like,
in.
we walk into our boss's office, we think we're being called in to get in trouble. He says, I just want to tell you, you did a great job and we're giving you a raise. That's some change, some good change. You don't need to reframe that.
No way.
Enjoy it.
Soak in it. Yeah.
So mostly what we're talking about is change that initially feels a little uncomfortable.
Sure.
Focus on the benefits. Ask yourself, what opportunities might this change bring? Like, ask yourself that question. Like, are there any opportunities that could theoretically, possibly, even in my wildest imagination, could they happen as a result of this change? Some good stuff.
Right.
Or how could this experience help me grow?
Yeah.
Maybe it's an opportunity to learn and grow and change.
It often is.
Yes. Stay open to the possibility that this change could lead to something good in your life.
Right.
Embrace curiosity. Approach change with a sense of wonder,
Yeah.
like a child,
Sure.
asking, what can I learn from this experience?
Yeah.
Everything is a learning opportunity.
Right.
Change is often an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. We talk about that frequently on this show
Yeah.
and in the book.
Yeah, yeah.
My goal is each day to be a better version of James.
You're getting a ding for that one.
Thank you, bro. Do you want to become a better version
Yes.
of Robbie?
Every day.
And the beautiful thing is, I mentioned my girlfriend Courtney.
She's a fox.
Thank you. And
Fox report.
yes, and the thing about it is that she is also in the camp of, I want to be a better version of myself every day. When you meet somebody, when you're in that place, and then
Courtney gets a ding for that.
love you, Courtney. So when you meet somebody who's in that same place,
Yeah.
they want to evolve.
Yeah.
They want to be a better version of themselves.
Right.
They want to grow emotionally, spiritually, energetically, abundantly.
Right.
Then
And they're also perceptual shifters.
and a fox.
Yeah.
Then your combined energy,
Right.
that wonderful, universal,
The Tantra,
powerful, loving energy
Yeah.
is magnified.
That's right.
It's even more powerful than the two of you individually.
It's synergy.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So the next thing that we can do to reframe change is to trust the process.
Right.
Change is constant. It's always going to be happening.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed. A lot of people resist change and want things to stay exactly the way that they are right now.
Right.
This feels good. I'm happy. I want to stay in this house forever. I want to
Right.
stay in this relationship forever. I don't want to have to move jobs. I don't want to, all of that energy.
Yeah.
You're fighting the rip current.
Oh my God. And you're going to drown.
You're going to drown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Change is coming. Mm-hmm. Isn't there a song like Change is a coming?
There probably is. Yeah.
It's like a Bob Dylan song, I think.
Hard rain's going to fall, that one?
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm making it up. Anyway, change is constant and often leads to something better. The more you trust it, the more at ease you'll feel.
Should we give a shout out to Bob Dylan?
Yeah. We love you, Bob. So this idea that it's important to trust change, for me, is easy because, at 64 years old, I can look back at my life and recognize that the majority of changes that happen in my life resulted in something really good. And even those changes that I don't think were great and don't feel wonderful, they led me to this moment in front of the camera, in front of the microphone, sharing my message with you. To this point in time, I would have never had this incredible life with these beautiful children and grandkids and Courtney and my brother and all the people that love me.
Kona.
Living on Maui, Kona.
Yeah.
This life, the way that it exists right now, is a result of every single change that happened before this moment.
It's absolutely true. I mean, I was thinking there's nothing good came from the fires.
Nothing good came from the fires. Nothing good
But
came
it's
from...
change.
But our house burnt down when we were kids.
Right.
I mean, you could say that's a negative. Your hand gets cut off.
Right.
You could complain, say, Mom died, Chris died. You know,
Right.
lots of people die and have illnesses. And it's easy to look at it and say, that's shitty change.
Right.
Sorry for the potty humor.
No, it's okay. It's
But-
kind of true.
But the reality is, if everything's exactly the way it's supposed to be in the universe,
Right.
all these experiences that we have, whether we perceive them as good or bad, they all move us forward towards the next experience in life.
That's right. It's evolution.
Yes, we're constantly evolving. And I just want to end this section by saying this. We have the opportunity as human beings to look at everything that happens to us
Right.
as good or bad or neutral.
Right.
When I look at things as good, it feels good.
Right.
When I look at things as bad, it feels bad.
Yeah.
I am a feel-good guy.
Me too.
I want to feel good. I want to love my life.
I used to be a feel bad.
Me
guy.
too.
Yeah.
That means that if I can't change the past,
Right.
and I can't change the change,
Yeah.
and now I only have the opportunity to look at it as good potentially and feel good, or look at it as bad
Right.
and feel bad, why would I continue to look at it as bad?
Right.
We were talking about this last night at the Life Lovers meeting, remember?
Yeah.
The idea is that we experience these negative emotions like pain or sorrow or sadness or frustration in the moment. But if we decide to extend that pain past the moment of pain, then we're living in suffering,
Right.
right? And then if our sorrow or sadness is extended into the future, we can go into depression,
Absolutely. Yeah.
misery. We can
Right.
live in misery,
Yeah.
right? If our anger that we feel in the moment is extended down the road into the future, we live in resentment.
Yeah. It's resisting the change.
Yes. So the idea is, and I've had people say this to me, well, what am I just supposed to sweep it under the rug? And my answer is, yeah. Now, I don't see it as sweeping it under the rug, but if
Right.
they're asking me that,
Yeah.
sure. If that's where you want to put it, I don't put it under the rug.
Move along. Don't be stuck. Right.
I surrender it.
Yes.
I put it on a shelf that
That's
I imagine
right.
that goes to the universe. I let the universe handle it. I'm done being upset, sad, frustrated.
Right.
I'm going to put it, I can always take it back down.
Yeah, that's true.
But you know what?
But why?
Right. It doesn't serve me.
Yeah.
It's not going to
Once it's up on the shelf, leave it up there. Man.
How is that going to move me towards abundance and loving life?
Right,
It's
right.
not. So,
It's true.
yes, it feels bad. It's sort of like this. If somebody comes up to you and says, don't you feel bad for the starving kids in Somalia? I'm going to say, you know, I have compassion for anyone that suffers on this planet. And I wish that I could snap my fingers and eliminate all the sadness and the hurt and the hunger
Right.
and the pain and the suffering on this planet like that. But I can't.
Right.
For me to be sad in this moment and be upset about a situation that is far outside of my control is not going to serve the children in Somalia.
Right.
But imagine this scenario. I'm not obsessed or upset about the kids in Somalia, but I'm focused on happiness and joy and abundance. And I send that message out to the world.
Right.
We send that message
Yes.
to the world. And more people get on the bandwagon of love and abundance and loving life and more and more. And eventually the movement gets bigger and bigger. And let's say I end up selling a lot of books, theoretically. I mean, if anything's possible, right? And I make a ton of money. Like Tony Robbins, recently heard that he was a billionaire, right?
Wow.
Let's assume that I become a billionaire.
Yeah.
What could I do for those children in Somalia?
That's right.
With $1 billion?
Yeah.
They came from living in the attitude of gratitude
Right.
and being happy, joyous, and free.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I want to stay there. Back to the book. Sorry, I got
No, that was
sidetracked.
inspiring. I
Okay.
like it.
All right. And after trusting the process, we can also celebrate flexibility. We can recognize that our ability to adapt is a strength that will serve us in every aspect of life. It's flexibility, navigating change with dignity and grace.
Right. And maybe even a sense of humor a little bit.
Yes, it'll make us stronger. So the takeaway here is that by reframing any fear of the future,
Right.
and that's typically when
Yeah.
we're in uncomfortable change, we're like pushing it out into the future.
Sure.
Change becomes empowering when we reframe it. You have the ability to master change in a way that creates the very best possible outcome in every situation you face. Okay? You have the ability to do that. You don't have to listen to other people that tell you you should be upset about this. You should be upset about that. You should be frustrated. Aren't you scared about this? Aren't you scared about that? So let me ask you a question, bro.
Yeah.
You go first.
Okay.
Do you get upset sometimes when things don't go as you planned or expected?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
But I don't hold on to it for very long, which is great.
But in the moment, it's
Yeah,
upsetting.
sure.
Right. Okay. So, since that's true for you, how do you think your life would improve if you never even once got upset when something changed that didn't align with your expectations? So, in other words, imagine this. You expect to get in your car and head to the market.
Right.
The car doesn't start. There's zero upsetness.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
You
Go into full acceptance.
you come home, you put your key in the lock,
Right.
your key doesn't work.
Right.
You're just like, whoa, this is an opportunity for me to evolve. This is an
Yeah.
opportunity to change. I wonder what's going on.
Right.
Maybe, I'll meet somebody when I go to get my lock fixed. Or
Sure.
maybe, maybe I wasn't meant to go to the market. Maybe I'm avoiding a drunk driver that was going to. And automatically your mind goes right to a place of, I'm not upset.
Yeah.
That just means change is a coming.
Yeah. Right.
Isn't that what the song? Change is a coming. Yeah, that's what I think the lyrics in the song are.
Right.
So change is a coming, and I'm inviting it in.
Change is always a coming. Change doesn't take a day off.
Okay, so what would your life look like if it never upsets you when an uncomfortable change kind of happened?
That would be almost mastery, but I am headed in that direction. Because a lot of the things you mentioned have happened to me, and I handled them relatively gracefully. I was surprised. At first I dropped an F-bomb. I had to process it. And obviously it's moved from plan B, plan C, have different options. And I can make the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
I have kind of good survival skills.
I'm thinking in my mind that maybe what this is asking us to consider is the possibility that we don't even see anything as bad anymore.
Right.
I'll give you a good example. This morning, I'm going to give you an example of a change that happened that I perceived as a bummer.
Okay.
So this morning, so I have a slight addiction to these cookies I get at Safeway that are oatmeal raisin cranberry, or maybe they're oatmeal cranberry. I think they're oatmeal raisin cranberry cookies.
You're missing the $5 Friday at Safeway.
Is it Friday? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to get
there.
there.
I
today.
saw the cookies.
Yeah, that's right.
They do look good.
Yeah. So I bought a pack of these cookies. They come like 6 or 8 in a pack. They're big cookies. And I've been enjoying them in the morning with my coffee and with my tea.
Sure. That's nice.
And this morning I got up and my son has a friend visiting downstairs. And I got my tea ready. And then I went for the cookie and the cookies weren't there. And I immediately thought, did I possibly
The
bring
cookie
those,
bandit has broken in.
did I possibly bring those cookies into the bathroom when I was taking my bath? Because I wanted a late night cookie. And
Did
they
Kone
weren't
eat the cookies?
Yeah, maybe Kone ate. Maybe my son came up and took the whole packet of cookies downstairs, and those guys gobbled them
This
all
is
up.
some kind of caper
Yeah.
that's happening.
It's got to be in the kitchen. If it's not in the
Inspector
kitchen,
Clouseau.
it's got to be in the living room. It's
Right.
not in the living room. It's got to be in the bathroom where It's
Yeah.
got to be in the bedroom. It's got.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody broke into the house and stole my cookies. Come
Right.
on, somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
That's weird.
And I thought, and I actually called Drew and I said, "Hey man, you didn't happen to eat those cookies?" He goes, "No, I don't know where they are."
Your own son?
So, and I felt a little bad about accusing him, you know? So I'm resisting this change.
Right.
And he said, "Well, maybe you're not supposed to eat the cookie this morning." It's like,
Wow.
I'm having a hard time with that, son.
Yeah.
And eventually I just surrendered. And I just realized, I guess I'm
cookie
not going to have a
surrender.
cookie.
Yeah.
So then I put my tea. I hadn't drank my tea, so I wanted to warm it up. I put it in the microwave, and guess what I found in the microwave?
Oh my God. Melted cookies?
No, the whole pack of cookies that I had hidden in the microwave so my grandson wouldn't find them.
Oh my God. That's a good example, though. I mean, even though you might have been mad at yourself, at least I found my cookies.
Yes, I didn't think the moment I saw the cookies gone, I didn't think, oh, this is great. No cookies this morning.
Right.
I'm not quite evolved enough for that.
We're having senior moments here at Perceptual Shift.
Yeah. So when was the last time you had a change happen that you weren't exactly stoked about? Recently.
I had some zits.
Oh, pimples.
Yeah.
So you
And
weren't happy.
We were going to film an episode, and I was all zitty, and then I tried to shave, and I cut a zit, and I was bleeding all over.
You nicked the zit?
Yeah, I nicked it just because I was shaving really fast, trying to get ready, and I sort of effed up the whole episode because we had to cancel it.
I remember that. I looked at his chin. I'm like, what?
Yeah. He's like fired me. He's like, we can't do it.
The butcher of Baskerville or something,
And I tried to put makeup. We stuck toothpaste and put some. Yeah.
Yeah, that was, and so you weren't happy about that.
No, I felt like I screwed you over too, which was I felt guilty.
So all of those uncomfortable feelings that you had lasted what, half hour?
Probably 45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes
of wasted.
45 minutes of not loving your life.
Yeah, of losing my serenity over a zit.
Yeah. And here's the thing, folks, is that we only have a certain number of minutes and hours in each day to love our lives.
Yeah.
But
TikTok said the clock.
Yeah, exactly. And
so don't waste any time being bummed out.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. I don't appreciate that. I'm kidding.
Word stealer.
Yeah. Well, we think alike. We don't want to. We don't want to waste our precious time.
It's really not
being
worth
upset.
it. It's such a ripoff to my own self.
Yeah. The good news is this for us.
Yeah.
At least we're not spending days upset about it.
Thank you. That is true. Progress, not perfection.
Yes. I know people that are still angry about something that happened years ago.
I know a lot of people like that. They're still pissed off at their ex for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know?
I think we've been going about an hour and 45 minutes so far in this show. No, not that long, but it's definitely longer than the last show. The last show I think was, what did we say?
32 minutes.
30 something. Yeah, I like the shorter shows. They're nice. But, we're droning on.
Yeah.
We've given you a lot of stuff. Hopefully you got something that you enjoyed out of this show. This page. We'll be back again with the next page. This show is officially over in terms of the book portion of the show. That's right. And you know what time it is?
It's time to rock, people.
Yes. You think I'll actually remember the lyrics
I don't know.
this time?
I'm nervous, but I'm also excited. We'll see what happens.
Wow. It could be anything.
It could be a train wreck.
Yeah.
Which is kind of good. It'll just be a more punk rocky version of the
I could say
Perceptual
flow
Show.
instead of blown this time.
Right.
You just flip it around. Okay. All right, we're going to do this.
Let's see what happens here.
Let's serenade our audience.
Okay, great. Now you've heard the Shift Show. I hope you got your mind blown. We'll be back next week with more to say. And if you are a seeker, buy the book, dig deeper. back and now go out and play.
Have fun, everybody. The Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Very nice.
Pat?
I'm really digging your hand thing.
You like
getting
that?
down, yeah. It's nice.
Does that feel kind of like an Indian?
Yes, it does.
Tantric kind of a...
Very much.
Yeah.
It's yogic.
Yeah, I've got a little tantra on my mind because, you know, my girlfriend, but...
She's your tantra partner and your lover.
Yeah. The thing about tantra that's so interesting is that it's really about this idea of bringing that feeling of love between two people,
and
emotionally,
the magnetism
physically,
of it,
the energy,
the light,
the hormones, all the stuff when you're loving each other.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily about sex, it's about that feeling, that precursor of intimacy and closeness that is just so powerful.
Yes.
And we've been doing some practices. You can practice just by touching each other's hands together, or putting your hand on the other person's shoulder and they're on their shoulder, putting your heads together.
Right.
Just, you can feel that energy, and it's magic. It's beautiful. Anything that creates more love on this planet, I'm an advocate for.
Yeah, it's interfacing with love. It's feeling each other's energy and increasing it, like you talked about the synergy, the yin and the yang. I mean, it's built into everything. You
know, going back to the darkness and the mold and the mildew, when I power washed her area in front of that spa, these big cement pads,
this is so cute. I saw the picture.
I decided that I would make a little bit of a heart, and then she's like, "Oh, I love it. Can you leave it?" And I thought, well, I can't really leave a heart that is slippery because it was a fairly big heart. You could stand in this heart. So I decided to carve out the mold on the inside and just leave the line of the heart around there.
It's so cute. A mold heart is pretty cute and very original.
Yes. And the other day, we were talking on the phone, and she is getting her master's in psychology to be a counselor. And she had been on a Zoom call, and some of the content that was going on was uncomfortable for her. It wasn't related to the master's. It was somebody she knew was doing some kind of a counseling session, group thing, and she thought it would be good because she's studying group therapy right now. And so she joined it, and she got online, but there was a lot of talk. There was kind of, negative, dark, uncomfortable things that had happened in the past that were icky and bad vibes, and people were upset.
Kind of moldy.
Kind of moldy and dark. And it's one thing if you broach those subjects in order to bring them into the light.
Right.
And to discard them.
Sure.
It's another thing if you just talk about it and you leave it there to sit.
Right.
And to, grow mold on
fester.
it. Yeah. Exactly. And so that's what she was feeling was happening, and she had to get off of the Zoom, and she, we were talking, she said, I've got this kind of bad juju feeling.
Good. And I'm glad she honors her feelings.
Yeah, she's a very positive, buoyant person.
Good.
And she was outside, and I looked, and I said, well, turn around behind you. And I'm in Maui, and she's in Kauai. I have a home here, and, and she turned around, and I said, what do you see over there? And she said, I see the heart that you made. And I said, go stand in that heart.
It's so great.
And she walked over, and she stood in the heart, and I said, imagine that that's a place of love and protectedness.
It's a field of love.
Yes. And you're safe in there.
And even with the mold, it still radiates.
Yeah, because there's just a small line of mold, but there's no mold where she's standing.
Yeah. I wish we could show them a picture. Maybe we can edit it.
Maybe. And then she said to me something very sweet. She said, I know you have to go, but I'm going to stay in this heart for a while and let myself just feel
awesome.
The good energy from it.
That's right.
And figuratively speaking, I invite everybody to stand in
your moldy heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost like if you have a hula hoop in the shape of a heart. Like get in there and just love yourself up, because it's so important to love yourself.
And to be in alignment with love.
Yes, exactly.
Love energy.
So you heard the intro song, you heard the outro song. Wow. We told you earlier you can get the book if you're interested. The Perceptual Shift, How to Love Your Life and Manifest Abundance by James Quine, Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, or online. You can also get a signed copy from me if you hit me up.
Right.
DM me at James M. Quine.
Right.
Quine on Instagram or TikTok. You can also get the password to the Saturday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Perceptual Shift book study meeting, which is
fantastic.
Great. And you can...
James and I are doing it with you guys.
Yes,
we
are
all doing it collectively.
Yeah. The link is in the description on this podcast if you'd like that. And before we leave you, we always like to talk about the idea of loving life because there are some people in the world that don't feel life loving is something to aspire towards.
Right. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people don't feel that way.
Yeah, they get caught up in
negativity,
blame and shame and anger and righteousness
and self-pity, the boring ickiness of that.
And they look at everything that everybody else is doing wrong in the world,
they're jealous,
or how they're hurting them, or it's not fairism.
Right. Oh my God.
And they also feel like they just want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Like loving life is manic.
Right.
Like being really happy isn't something they aspire towards. They just want to be okay.
I think they're afraid of falling down, like reaching up to happiness and then falling again. You know,
possibly.
Like maybe they're disillusioned.
Yeah, that may be what's going on.
Yeah, or they had their heart broken a lot. You know, and they're kind of guarded.
And I have compassion for them. They're just not there yet. I've been there before. I've been in a place of darkness, so it doesn't feel good. And
it sure doesn't.
You're not ready.
Very much
the
ready. Opposite. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are one of those people that do want to love your life, that really...
Right here.
Yeah. That really want to be happy and feel good. And
I won't settle for less at this point.
And when you're uncomfortable, you want to move into gratitude and feel
as quick as
abundance,
possible. Yeah.
And be the best version
before
of yourself.
the mold grows.
Be a good person.
Every day.
And I've said
I practice love and service every day. And it used to be kind of a drag for me. Like I felt like I wasn't getting a return. I don't know. I had expectations that people would say, "You're such a good dude, man. You're
looking for pats on the back."
Yeah, validation and stuff. And now I do it just for myself. It's like if no one says thank you, I don't give a shit.
No, it feels good. It's like that idea of do something nice for someone else, but if you get found out, it doesn't count.
Whoa.
And the way that I do that is I wait till nobody's watching and then I'll pick up a piece of trash off the street or sidewalk.
That's awesome.
That's my secret way to get away with doing a good deed and not getting found out.
Or you'll make your girlfriend a moldy heart that she can stand in.
Well, I got found out. I did.
Okay, that doesn't count.
In any case, if you would like to love life more or love life at all, if you don't love life
you got to start somewhere. Yeah, maybe baby steps in the beginning.
We have a mantra.
Yeah, we sure do.
And we yell it out. I say it many, many times each day.
Me too.
And it's a very simple one. It's just the words, I love my life. We yell it out.
Yeah, it was a secret mantra until you just outed it.
Yeah, but I wanted to prepare you, so that you can know, so you don't feel overwhelmed, complicated.
Right.
It's just simply yelling out, I love my life. We're going to do it on the count of 3, and we'd love you to join us wherever you are.
Jump on into that moldy heart.
Watching this at home, just join us because it feels really good.
It does feel good.
1.
Try it or deny it. 2. 3. I love my life!
Thanks, everybody.
Love you guys.
See you next time.
Thanks for coming.
The Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa.